To be helping us because sometimes people people indulge in several kinds of fasting. I don't even want to talk about the compulsory religious fasting, which we all have to do because of our faith. But then again, we also fast for several reasons. What are the different types of fasting that people indulge in, excluding the one that the church or the mosque has told us to do? So what other kind of fasts do we do?
In fact, even the ones our religious bodies tell us to do are all incorporated in the same type of fasting.
So let's talk about,
the first thing to note is what is fasting.
True.
Now, fasting
that should have been my first question. Forgive me. So please tell them what is fasting.
Fasting is an absence of food, like you're excluding yourself from consuming a meal at a particular period of time, and with several reasons to why you do that. And there are several types of fasting. The commonest we know is the intermittent fasting. Like the word intermittent is you're saying something that is done incessantly, start, stop, something that alters your eating pattern. Now, in intermittent fasting, we have the two major types under this, because of course, intermittent fasting is time restricted. And by saying it's time restricted, it's something that works, in hours, something that you have to stretch in time intervals. So we have the 16/8 method. In that aspect, you say the person is sent to be eating for 8 to 12 hours, then the remaining 16 hours is for fasting, just cover up for the 24 hours. Then we have the overnight method, where people have to fast for the same period of time, but tend not to eat, tilting towards the next day, or they overfeed, like some of them do, including for the midnight. We all go to bed,
we don't eat till the next day.
Some people do that, they eat midnight.
Right.
Some people have that eating pattern, and it's a disorder because they start late. Some people start eating from 12, and they continue till 2 a.m. they are still eating. 3 a.m. that brain keeps giving them the signal, because the brain is already alert and they want to continually feast the brain, because he said these things have connection with our mood swing. Now, at that point, you are alert, and the energy keeps expending itself. The utilization of these calories are high, and in such a way, you want to. The more you are expending, the more you are hungry, the more you are being dehydrated, and all of that comes to play. Now, that's for intermittent fasting. Then we have the alternate fasting. The alternate fasting, of course, we know by the word alternating, is a swap. I do this today, and when I stop doing this, I go on to another. Now, by alternating, we said, okay, for the time you are fasting, you tend to reduce what you are going to be consuming. Then once you stop...
For the time you're fasting, you reduce what you're consuming.
Once you break the fast.
Okay, I'm glad you added that part, because it kind of sounded to me like when if I used to eat like 2 plates, I decide to eat half plates, I'm still fasting. No, but that is when you break the fast. Okay, fine. Please go ahead.
So, and once you are not fasting, you tend to add up what you had expended while fasting.
Oh, so I know a lot of people that are guilty of that.
So I think that is even where most of our religious bodies come in. And they, add it with the dry. Dry means no water, nothing. So you're trying to seek the face of your creator, and you're doing that, and you see that so much is being lost. And once that is lost, once you are off fasting, they push themselves towards eating more. So, and that's for that. And we have the circadian fasting. Now, that is a fasting that has to do with the way the body works effectively, the sleep and the wake up cycle. Now, when you need to eat an hour before you wake up, that means when the person is to wake up for 6, you have to adjust your timing, maybe 4, 5. Then once you've done that, you've eaten, then continue your fasting for the time you want to, either 8, 10, as the time interval you choose to. Then once you have done that, your body, absorbs the fact that it's getting ready with that fast. Then once you have started sleeping, you tend to consume again to prepare yourself, so that once you are sleeping, tilting to the next morning, you may not even feel the appetite to consume anything again. That's all for the circadian fasting. There are so many more of them, though.
There are so many more. Wow. I mean, in all the ones you've mentioned, the very few you've mentioned, I think the very popular one is intermittent fasting.
Sure.
And we hear that a lot when people want to lose weight, they're changing their diet plan, and then all of a sudden you start hearing, oh, I'm intermittent fasting from 8 to 12, and then I eat again, you take a snack, blah, blah, blah. So I want to know, what are some of the major reasons why people incorporate fasting into their lifestyle? Now, again, I'm taking away the religious part, because that one, we've been told that we like Ramadan is on, they more of compulsion have to fast because it's part of the faith. So I'm talking about what are some of the reasons why people incorporate fasting into their lifestyle.
The truth is, I always say, directly or indirectly, as individuals, you will see yourself fasting.
Okay.
Now, fasting may come as a result of having little or no time for your meals. Now,